But everything he does is going to be viewed as performative because he's a streamer. So how can you decipher what's performative and what's authentic to him?
Because he might be sincere in his efforts. I don't think he's doing himself favors by televising it.
Okay,
That's
what I was asking.
Read at 24.
I
So it looks performative.
because it does look performative, but I appreciate it as a mother because
it might
I
be
showed my
influential.
child that. I'm like, look, hey, this guy streams. He does all these things that you think is cool or whatever, but now he's sitting here reading a book and he's showing that he's struggling. He's showing that he doesn't have that great of a vocabulary, and that he's also showing the effort that it takes to put in to being better than he was. Because
Charlamagne, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? DJ Envy, are we live? Are we live? Can the people hear my voice? Cause I'm at the Breakfast Club and I'm addressing all the lies.
Deeming what to be worthy.
Exactly.
Right?
Who's delivering all of it?
Yeah, and so we got a young streamer. I don't know if that's the segue that you were looking at that wants to branch out from that particular, from streaming, which is Cenat, wants to.
You're going into Kai.
Made that public statement at the Streamer Awards that he wants to go into the fashion industry. Now, most recently, he's been posting on a separate YouTube channel indicating that he's been learning how to sew. Well, pardon me. The reason why he took a break from streaming was because he needed to focus more on his mental health. He said, he was streaming so much, he wasn't talking to family, friends. He was losing touch with reality. These are his words. Yeah. And most recently, he's updated us to let us know that he's been learning how to sew. He's been working to improve his vocabulary.
Learn how to read, bro.
He's been working to improve his vocabulary. Reading, and then using the dictionary to look up words that he didn't understand while he was reading. And he also got a clothing line dropping, right? Which he told us at the Streamer Awards as well.
Vivette.
So, what's it called?
Vivette. He
Vivette.
says it means he, she, it lives forever. I took Latin for like 8 years. Vivo, vivere. Third declension. It does not mean that. I'm kind of like, bro.
So you got a clip pulled out. What's the clip?
It's very performative. You say performative, right? When we talk politics, it's very performative. It's very. I'm at peace now. I'm evolving now.
But everything he does is going to be viewed as performative because he's a streamer. So how can you decipher what's performative and what's authentic to him?
But the thing is, right now, I feel like because of streaming, because of social media, because of everything, if you record it, it feels performative. How you were saying
right.
that
That's 100%. That's 100%.
How you felt out of place when you were getting into the potting way back then. It's because it doesn't feel natural anymore. I know that I'm talking to you guys, but the more serious we got, the more it feels like, okay, performative. It's not natural. So I feel like as soon as you record it, it's going to give performative.
And it's also...
Damn. Okay, so with that being said, can a nigga not, in 2026, have an authentic experience and then want to just share that through on camera?
So
how can it be authentic if you set up the camera?
Yeah, bro.
We set up the camera.
I don't set up a camera to talk to my mom in the wilderness.
I don't set up the camera to go to my grandma's house, but when I'm posting the food, that is performative. I don't know.
Imagine you're in your greatest moment of distress, and you literally are just going through it. We've all been here. I have a specific moment in my mind where I'm really going through distress, and my mom is there. Pulling out a camera in that moment will cause me to act in ways that's not authentic. And just quite frankly, my mother, who's never in front of a camera, would certainly become inauthentic.
Okay.
So it's like, dude, if you really are going through this thing that everybody goes through in life, everybody else had to go into a dark room and solve it and figure it out. And to be frank, whatever is happening in that dark room, whatever happened in my dark room, people would judge it. They would criticize it. So that's where it's really hard, because he might be sincere in his efforts. I don't think he's doing himself favors by televising it.
Okay.
Because if you watch
Okay.
that
That's
nigga
what I was
learn to
asking.
read at 24, I'm gonna criticize you. And for me, it's difficult because as I see you come to the word spontaneity and not know how to pronounce it, and you don't even know what it means. So you go look it up, spontaneity. You look it up, you read it, you read the definition, then you mispronounce it again as soon as you put the dictionary up. And then 3-4 words later, you get to the word dichotomy, and now you have to go define that word. I'm curious as to what you're receiving from what you're actually reading. And more than that, when you read the definition of dichotomy, I'm not certain that given the fact that you didn't know the word, that you can contextualize the nuances of what a dichotomy actually is through the definition.
That's fair.
Really
That's a
can't, but
fair.
it
That's a
starts
fair.
somewhere.
That's a fair assessment.
So it looks performative
because it does look performative, but I appreciate it as a mother because
it might
I
be
showed my
influential.
child that I'm like, look, hey, this guy streams. He does all these things that you think is cool or whatever, but now he's sitting here reading a book and he's showing that he's struggling. He's showing that he doesn't have that great of a vocabulary, and that he's also showing the effort that it takes to put in to being better than he was. Because on streaming, I feel like that's your natural self.
Yeah.
I know he probably had to go into keeping like engagement, but
Yeah.
I feel like overall he was being himself. I feel like
he's
that,
always
out
always
of
being himself. I think for the most part, from what I've seen from him.
I would disagree with you in the fact that I think that this is disingenuous. I think it's a performance.
Okay, but you said that you feel like there's some sincerity there.
I said
don't
even
mind.
if there is sincerity, like I don't know, I can't determine that. Like,
Okay.
because again, during my season like this, I didn't pull out a camera and say, "Hey guys, watch this,"
Okay.
and I don't respect you doing that. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's interesting because it is a sign of the times.
it is a sign of
It
the
is,
time.
and this is going to be here. Everyone's going to do something in front of the camera, and it's going to be for everyone.
Okay.
I just think that the idea of a camera in front of you, it's a little bit of showtime.
Yeah.
You know, I guess the thing that we have to be careful of is who are we watching, you know, and what are we accepting, you know, from these people that we call influencers, you know, and that's a deep word in itself. And our children are seeing it, like she just stated, but there's still a whole world going on, you know. There's still people who are 24 who could be better influencers than this young man.
And that's the ultimate point. It's like you still are showcasing something that's viable and positive. It's like you say you could show your son this and speak to him through it and he can learn something. And that's the part where I have to jump out of criticism and say, even if you are a clown, you probably might influence somebody else to not be one. Like, and that's because you are a clown too.
Guy's a good kid.
I
man.
can't do it, bro, because as I turn around, you're gonna see pins in my back because I'm working.
I
And
think
I do make videos. You know I make videos.
Yes.
They're of me working. They're not of me having a conversation about, hey man.
You want me to document you? You want me to come in and interview in like 60 minutes?
You supposed to be.
While
We talking about the
you,
interview like
while you making one of your masterpiece, I come in and do a 60 minutes.
You know what? I would love that because that's what the world needs. They don't want to hear about it from me. They need to hear about it from somebody else's perspective. Like, wow, this is really dope. But I don't want to see this, bro.
Hey man, okay. Let's see. I haven't seen it.
Bro, it's the opportunity to just express a lot of things that's been going on in my life. But like, this is Kai behind just the streams, and I want to do it the right way. Like, this is not me slapping my name on any brand, and
Well, I can see.
and and trying to money grab and shit. I want to build this community.
You have to know who your audience is.
Yeah.
You have to know who those people who are going to support you in the beginning, because those people also going to grow with you.
Mm-hmm.
The people who've been watching you for how long you been streaming? 5 years?
Like 4 or 5, yeah.
Right. So if they started watching you when they was 9, they 14 now. You know what I mean? And for the next 5 years, then they're gonna be 19. So they grow with you, and then they economic.
Oh, we doing basic, man.
Yo, chill. chill.
What is fashion about this?
Yo, chill.
Y'all know who this is?
Yeah, that's Beyonce and Zendaya stylist. Right.
His name is
Law
Law
Roach.
Roach. Law Roach. Bro. He's a person.
My bad.
A gay person.
My bad.
Oh my god.
Treat him like a
I know who he
regular person,
is, though.
bro.
Shit, like.
You try to dehumanize this man. I just want to stand up.
Oh my
Grow with you
god.
too, right? So you know, and that's fine. Y'all grow together. You know, take your time. Like I always say that too, and I always say like, well, I think you did this part already. Like I always tell people just to be still. You know what I mean? Like just when you just be still, and the universe will speak to you, and it'll come to you.
It's like, bro, have you not been still long enough to have a design yet? Do you have a design yet, bro? I don't care, bro.
Okay.
I don't care about you standing with Law Roach.
Yo, but that's big, though. He
It's
wouldn't have got the biggest in the game.
Bro, it's a little woman. Her name is Katie. She's a small midget, a dwarf.
Oh, man, you can't say bitch.
What she does is she creates on Instagram because she wants to design. She wants to create, you see. So what she does is create. Get out of my fucking face, bro, with your performance of a low-level, untalented person, bro. Stop trying to influence the kids that all they got to do is be in front of a camera
he's trying to learn,
be unique
he's
and
trying
special.
to learn how to create, bro.
Bro, all you got to do to be creative and you be unique and special is literally hop in front of the camera. It's literally not
You know
about
what I'm
the
saying?
hours
You
of
gotta
practice
learn how
that
to-
Beyonce did. It's about the practice she is on a stage. That's what these kids are thinking. And through him, that's all you're going to see.
It's interesting because, you know, if we're going to talk about the role of the influencer and how they impact kids or what young kids are getting from these type of energies, we never see what it takes to be him. We never see what it takes on the backside. We never see the attention to detail. We never see the going in within myself and pulling out my gifts and reworking it to I'm at a place of perfection for how I want to offer this skill or this
Do you
thing.
think Future is exceptional?
Oh
Never
my
mind.
God.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
My bad. Never mind.
I swear, I was thinking about that conversation.
It is like we don't see it, you know, the creative process. We don't see Ryan in the lab writing. you know.
Googler?
Yeah.
But he showed us.
Right. We like, but you know, he has stuff on the wall. He has themes. I got to work this theme. Like really, the creative process. And I think a lot of times we get like that, and we think that is the process.
That's the work.
And I think I
Which
just
is
double.
knowing somebody, I guess.
The work is being seen with somebody who is notable.
Right, and that is performative because you have people who are certified in whatever they're doing.
Even like you're a licensed therapist, right?
Mm-hmm.
The lady that's real popular that Kim brought that's been on all these
Oh,
podcasts.
Cheyenne
she
Bryant.
wasn't licensed.
Is she not?
That's what I heard.
That's
I
what-
could
all
be
right,
wrong.
Shorty gotta get it.
I don't know about that.
Well,
he
like,
might know.
well, even in that field, and not to jump out this topic, is what the internet has provided with everybody is that
Everybody's an expert.
everybody's an expert, and
Authority.
so
Kruger.
and so to speak, like there's been some incredible things happening for people.
Yeah.
And you know, licensing, you know, if we want to get into the mental health, that's all for insurance purposes. But there are incredible coaches, incredible therapists,
Counselors,
and counselors that
coaches,
are not licensed.
like
and there's many
coaches.
people
Yeah.
who were licensed that gave it up to say, I want to work in a way that I feel freer in.
But at the end of the day, what you should be able to do is to quickly clarify what gives you the authority.
Facts.
You shouldn't be like, yo, I know people, so that makes me a therapist. You should be able to say, hey man, I sat down for years, I looked at behaviors, I looked at research, I looked at information. You should be able to tell me where you looked at the information. You should be able to tell me how the information was collected and calculated, what might be wrong with the information. Look, at the point where you cannot do that, do not sell me nothing.
Well, at the same time, people who have done that come out on the other end and be like, that's all some bullshit. Let me tell you what it really is. You know
And
what I
that's,
mean?
and that's what I'm hiring you for, to tell me what it really
Right.
is, not to tell me the bullshit.
Right. And the bullshit could be, I'm going to say the professional standard line, you know, and that's accepted in a lot of doors. But the work that people are really doing, there's some incredible people doing things that are not certified, you know. And going back to our earlier conversation around art, a lot of people created music that weren't trained musicians. So to
No,
speak,
that's
you know what I
not the
mean?
problem. What won't happen is when he drops a product, what I won't do is say, well, you can't do that, you're a streamer. What I'll do is I'll look at the product and say, what's up with this product?
Right.
But before that, bro, don't roll me out for fucking 4 years. Stop.
It just started.
Stop rolling me out,
It just all
But,
right.
but the problem with it just starting is, bro, it's literal people who didn't just start, who dedicate their lives. They're not doing a rollout. They're doing
They're
the
also
work.
not
But what's
streamers.
your beef with him then? What's your real beef
but
with
I
him?
want to know.
go ahead,
He's a.
I don't really have a beef with the performance. My beef is with the people who believe in the performance. So if you watch this and you allow your child to tap into this because you see this as a positivity, bro, you're teaching your kid how to do absolutely nothing except stand in front of a camera. The thing that you said about Ryan Coogler, before that last movie came out, he took the world on a lesson about film, like physical film.
Yeah, I watched that YouTube video. He broke that shit. That was fascinating to me.
It was fascinating.
Yeah,
It
and
was
I'm
educational.
like, yeah, this nigga talking about the lens and the frame, and we shot it this way, and I'm like, oh damn.
And it brought you closer to the art.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
It
facts.
really made you want to go see the movie.
Yeah, facts.
and really tune into what is the difference that you might be talking.
Yeah, nah, dead ass.
When I don't, you know what I mean? When guys are like, never mind, it don't matter.
But I want to. So I have a question. All right, and then we can get off the Kai topic. How much social media is too much social media? Or I could rephrase the question. Like, how is social media impacting people's mental health? Right.
Let's take 1 minute to tell them to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to put that behind every single video. Or in front of it. One of the two. So, I'm going to say like, you say comment, you say subscribe. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like,
Comment.
Subscribe.
to the Heaven on Earth Society podcast. Boom.